So she would just confuse like horse and onion, like
Okay, so she'd
just
be
the
like,
way
"Oh, mira, that's a cebolla."
no. Well, no, like just the way that they're spelled. Like she understood like cebolla was onion and
Okay.
caballo was horse, but like like whenever they're spelled right next to each other, she would just confuse them. Yeah, no, it's already recording. This is just for like us to kind of talk through the intro,
Okay.
because there's like music that plays, but music is a topic for today's podcast, dude. So guys, whoever's listening, welcome back to the Kickin With podcast. I'm actually kicking with my roommate Jorge again. You know, if you listened to the last podcast, you kind of got to know a little bit about him. But say what's up to the fellas.
Saw, dudes.
Oh my god, I fucking hate you. But yeah, so I didn't. God damn it, I'm still a little sick, so I'm sorry if I'm like doing a bunch of so. But I posted an Instagram poll, I think like a week ago, asking whoever votes on my polls, or whoever watches my podcast actually or listens to it, if what they would want me to talk about, either Avatar: The Last Airbender or music. And frankly, I like both. I love both, but the people want music, so that's today's podcast.
Oh yeah.
So what do you usually like typically listen to like on the everyday life of Jorge? Because I know like we've talked about like music is basically like everything. Like it's always like it's constantly like in our lives, especially like for us. I mean, even though we don't like perform or do anything, like we're very involved with music and we're very like passionate about it. So like, what do you really like listen to a lot?
Well, I listen to a lot of Bad Bunny, but
Bad Bunny.
I listen to a lot of like Latin trap. That's like my preferred genre. But I also listen to like some rap songs and all that. But yeah, I mean, the Latin trap movement was something that just like recently started, and so Bad Bunny was like one of the biggest influencers. Not since the beginning, but like it's safe to say that he's like the best one. And it's just like, I don't know, man.
Unlike your opinion, like he's like the best one, right?
The popular opinion, actually.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Awesome.
It's a fact that he didn't start it, but he's like the best one at it. Like the same thing, like if you ask like who's the best reggaeton artist, everyone's gonna say like Daddy Yankee. He's the king of reggaeton.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same thing with him, and he's the king of trap.
Dang, awesome. Like, so is that like what you usually like listen to in the morning, or like do you have like a certain genre that you listen to like to kind of like get your day going?
Well, I listen to like more of like a positive vibe kind of songs. So like R&B, kind of like a mix between R&B and trap.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's like it's fucking sex music, but that's what I listen to in the morning.
Sex music. Oh yeah,
yeah, dude.
Trying to get my bone on early in the day.
That's how I start my mornings.
Oh my god! Imagine. That's cool though. Yeah. Well, for me, I guess. Jesus fucking Christ! I can't talk right now. I guess I listen to a lot of rock, alternative rock. I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of kind of like emo punk rock. Like, I mean, I don't. I guess they're not really considered like emo punk anymore, but like whenever people consider like oh, it's an emo throwback, or it's like a major throwback, like the Killers or like Panic at the Disco, like old Panic at the Disco, like old Fall Out Boy, like old Blink-182 and stuff like that. Like it's very kind of like rock based, and just I don't know, just like a bunch of emo kids liked it. I don't know, because I just grew up around like the music that my sisters listened to. That's like that's what they really listen to a lot. So my very first CD, it was a Fall Out Boy CD. I still have it to this day. It's fucking awesome. It's like still in my car. But I listened to a lot of that, and then just I guess like more recently, I guess like kind of like living, it's like growing. I still like stuck with like that rock genre kind of, but like more like differently, because I listen to a lot of alternative stuff like The Districts, Hippocampus, of course, dude. That's by far my favorite band. And a lot of other stuff too, just like or like the 1975, the Hana, Catfish and the Bottlemen, just like a bunch of random like alternative like rock bands, but it's very somewhat not really lyrical based, but it's more of it's like instrumental based, just from like the drums and like how like the guitar, like how they all like mix well and play together. But yeah, alternative rock, that stuff's good. Stuff's good for the soul. Damn, what did you like? So did you like grow up listening to like what did you grow up listening to?
Reggaeton. Like all the time. Like you start perreando, which is a very sexual dance since like elementary school. So
Oh my god.
yeah,
Getting
it's crazy.
sticky early. Let's go though.
But yeah, like so you talked about like how your first album was like Fall Out Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the first one you owned. Well, was it like the album that I don't know that much about Fall Out Boy, but like did it have like the Light It Up?
No. That's like no. That's kind of like newer. Like
Really?
I'm talking about like older Fall Out Boy. Like like the song like Sugar We're Going Down. We're going down.
I think I've heard it.
So that's like probably like their most famous song ever, and it's that album. It's called From Under the Cork Tree, and it's just like it's an album of bangers, dude. I can listen to the album like front to back, like without a problem. Like I just love that. Like I don't know. I just grew up listening to that, so it's just like super. It's just like I don't know, just like not really like a part of me, but it's like a chapter of my life that I'm just like dedicated to like that kind of music because I just what I grew up listening to, and that's like I guess it's kind of like going to go to like the next segment of the conversation, but like did you like play any instruments or like anything like that?
Not when I was young, but like at one point in my life, I played bass and cello.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like how long did you do that for?
Around like 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was fairly good at them, but I just like stopped once I moved over here.
Oh yeah.
How about you?
Well, I mainly started like doing like musical stuff, or I guess I actual hands-on like instruments was 6th grade. And that was like the first time I was actually like exposed or like was put in like or I guess I was given like the opportunity to actually like play an instrument at that time because like before then like I was still like I was always listening to these type of music and I was like very drum heavy and very guitar heavy and like electric guitar, and so like my main thing that I wanted to do was play drums, but I don't know, like our school was really weird about like the whole like percussion thing, so no one played in percussion, and then they did like the percussion segment like tryouts or whatever. And so I like for the first 2 years of like I guess my music career, quote unquote, was I played saxophone, like 2.5 years, and then like kind of like like the third year in band, I was like in 8th grade. They're like, "Yo, we need percussionists," because a bunch of people just quit. So I was like, "Oh hell yeah, dude, just sign me up." So I started playing percussion, and because I play saxophone, I got really good at like learning how to like read notes and read music. So I was able to learn how to play marimba fairly quickly. I just had to like learn where the keys were, and then I was able to like transfer like the reading music portion to like to the marimba and stuff because I guess reading rhythms and like notes are like I guess roughly the same, except like music for marimba versus like a drum is different because there's different pitches for like a marimba. There's not different pitches for a drum, or like for a snare drum. That was like the main like thing, but yeah, I really wanted to play percussion and I was finally able to play percussion, so I was like super stoked on that. And then shit, I don't know where this is going right now. But okay, yeah. So I learned how to play marimba, and I like became like really like heavy in percussion, and I was like kind of transferring from junior high, like 8th grade to like freshman year to high school, and so that's whenever I was like, oh hell yeah, this is like music. Like I'm able to like play stuff. Like we were playing in ensembles and we were playing with like other groups and stuff like that, and that really I guess like lit the fire because I was so like I just loved music so much that I was super happy like playing and performing and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess I was like learning new pieces. I was super stoked on like learning new instruments. I was super stoked on.
Yeah, like music's a drug, man. Like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. It's crazy what music can do because, like, okay, we're not gonna jump into the subject, we're not gonna like go heavy on the subject because I don't want to, and I don't think it's necessary to. But like, but music can definitely can trigger moods. It can inspire or not. Okay, you know where I'm going though, right?
Yeah.
It triggers moods or it not inspires, but I guess it lights like the fire for certain things, like there's definitely like there's a lot of people that kind of joke around like, oh, I'm listening to Drake, so I'm in my feels, stuff like that. Like I mean there's music that does that to you. You know?
Yeah, it channels your emotions, and it can control like aspects of your life and all that. Like the music you listen to really like shows who you are. Like it shows like a part of you.
Oh yeah, it definitely like shows like a personality. Like I guess not like oh yeah, I guess it does like a facade of like who you kind of really are, because I mean it shows your interest, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I guess also at the same time it also can show like what emotions you're kind of going through, because fucking I remember at one point I was listening to a lot of Daniel Caesar. Do you know who he is?
No.
He listens to like a lot of, I guess, like kind of sexual, but like super like kind of slow and moody like music. And so I'm just like, fuck, I listen to him a lot. And then but I always go back and forth. I guess it's like in phases of my life. Like I would listen to certain genres just because, I mean, it just like, it was a soundtrack of, it was kind of like a, you know, a movie or something like that. Like, especially like in scary movies or something like, or whatever it was, they play certain songs or they play certain soundtracks to kind of like to add like more like to make the mood more intense. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
And so like if I'm sad or I guess whoever's sad, I mean, yeah, I guess I was like at one point like I was like sad, I would listen to like a bunch of sad music. I don't know fucking why it wasn't helping. But and also at the same time, like I would try to listen to like other music that would like
boost your morale.
Yeah, definitely like take me out of that mood and just like it's a huge like flip, you know. It's like a like turning on the lights is a different like it's a different like setting, and it just like puts you in a weird mood and mindset.
No, like when I'm in my feels or whatever. For some reason, I want to listen to sad music. Like I don't want to, even if I can listen to like happy music and like, you know, feel better. Like I don't want that. I want to feel what I'm feeling.
Yeah,
you know, I want to go through it and have like some background noise that goes with it.
yeah, I got you. Yeah. So, but so you walk to campus, right?
Yeah.
So what do you like usually listen to? Just like Bad Bunny and stuff like that?
Yeah, like I said, like R&B and trap depends. Some days when I wake up and it's like, yeah, let's not talk about this.
Yeah, no, okay, wait, okay, we'll jump on this. We'll tap on that subject, kind of, just because, like, what the fuck? Oh shit, okay. No, my friend Jose just like texted me, saying, dude, okay, we gotta listen to this album in a minute, but it's like an alternative band. They're called Dinosaurs, or the Lost Dinosaurs. I don't know what they're called. Something Dinosaurs, and they actually have a really good sound, but yeah, my friend Jose was telling me, like, just texting me saying that their new album is out, so yeah, I gotta hop on that soon. But damn, yeah, music definitely like triggers certain emotions, but like also like not really. I mean, maybe the sound can. The sound definitely can, but I guess that's how you interpret it, because I remember we were talking about what we listen to in song. Like, or in a song, and like you were saying, you're very like lyrical based, like you like listening to the lyrics.
Yeah.
Versus me, I like listening to like the rhythm of the drums or like the guitarist and how everything kind of works together. What makes the song like the song by the instruments, and then you saying like how like what makes the song like the song from like the lyrical like perspective. And I think that's super interesting because like I mean, yeah, I guess I've met a lot of people who just listen to the lyrics, but I guess kind of jumping on this subject, we haven't really, I mean, the lyrical part can definitely like add to like the mood, you know, especially like super sexual lyrics, you know, like that can definitely either put you in like a super sexual mood and just kind of like a weird mindset about that, or it can just like, or if you're just listening to like the music, like to the sound, then you're not really like getting that vibe. You're just getting off like, oh, this song like sounds good because of this, you know, the blah 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 blah, you know. So, but
no, yeah, like what you're talking about right now. I don't know if it applies to you too, but for me, it's like I'm very lyrical based, and I like good lyrics, but I cannot have a song that has like amazing lyrics, but a horrible beat.
Yeah.
Like it needs to have something good too.
Yeah.
So like it goes hand to hand. Like I feel like people that love listening to the beat also like if they have like shit lyrics like like Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, like straight out the whole fucking song. They're gonna get annoyed too. Like, even if they don't really say that they pay too much attention to the lyrics, it still influences them somehow.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, for sure. I guess now, I mean, since I met you, like, I've been listening to more music lyrical based. Like, I've just been like testing that out. Yeah, because a lot of I'm gonna make references to Hippocampus a lot just because I love their sound and I love their band. But I was listening to, like, they came out, like, before they came out with their album Bambi. By the way, if you're listening to this podcast, definitely check out the album Bambi. Super sick, super awesome. Really, it's very, and fairly, like, two words. Very different. Well, it's fairly different from, like, their previous stuff, but it's still, like, I like read more into, like the production of the album, like what they did and like the thought process of it, and so it makes a lot of sense. Like the first EPs were about like kind of like their past, like what, like their moods, like their inspirations and stuff like that. So they wrote about that, they played about that. You know, their music really like shows, you know, kind of like their mood and what they're getting at. And then their previous album Landmark, kind of like it's a great sound, but it's also showing what they're kind of going through. Kind of like, or what they're like, a little bit about the past, kind of like what they went through. And then Bambi is like kind of like the now, you know, the present, like what they're like, I mean, struggling to get over like these obstacles and stuff like that. Like, I read like a bunch of shit about it while I listened to the album, so it makes a lot of sense. And that's why like I'm listening to a lot of their lyrics, because before they came out with Bambi, they came out with a two songs, like two singles that came out that are on the what was it? Yeah. No. What was it? No, 3 songs. Sorry, they came out with Passenger. Passenger. I don't know why. I'm so stupid. They came out with Passenger, Bambi, like the headline, I guess, title, and then Golden. And in Golden, I was listening to the lyrics, like I was like, reading lyrics and like listening, and at the same time I was like, oh, like this is intense. This is like insane. Like, I mean, it's a really like it has like kind of like an electro like piano. God fucking damn it, I can't talk. piano like rhythm and riff to it. But if you listen to the lyrics, like it definitely puts you in 2 different moods. Like every single time I listen to that song, I'm either like, oh yeah, it's awesome, you know, like upbeat, you know, everything's good, like super good mood. And I mean, anytime I listen to this stuff, I'm always in a really great mood. But whenever I'm listening to like the lyrical part, it makes me think about previous stuff that's happened in my life, you know, and previous people that have influenced me in my life. Just kind of like it brings back memories.
So you're saying that like the beat gives you one feel and the lyrics give you a different feel?
Yeah, like a completely different feel. It's like it's 2 different turns, and it's in my opinion, I think it's incredibly genius, because I listened to like the acoustic version. They do like they do a bunch of like studio recordings or like live performances kind of, and it's just like a studio, and then they perform in front of like a small like audience, or they perform for a company, and then they like record their stuff, and then they like put it out on YouTube or something like that. And then they did one for Pace Studios for Landmark, and then they did another one recently for Bambi. And they played Bambi, Doubt, and then what was it? And Golden. And it was, they just sounded completely different, because like you, like if you listen to like the track album, like, or the track on the album, like Golden, like you can definitely tell what I'm talking about. Like it's very upbeat. It has like a lot of like I guess bright sound. It's really weird to like kind of like to say that, but it's like it's very bright sound, and it's not like gloomy at all unless you like just focus on the lyrics at all. You kind of ignore the sound and like the instruments, and you just focus on the lyrics. It's very like kind of deep. And then whenever you listen to like the studio recording, they play acoustically, so like they still have like a very little electric guitar. Instead of having a drum set, they have like a tambourine and like a my voice cracked. They have a tambourine. They have a tambourine and some shakers, and then they have a bass player, and then they have like an acoustic guitar instead of like another electric guitar. And the way they perform that is like it's completely different. And so you can get 3 different vibes from that one song, because like the regular track album, you get this one vibe, you get the lyrical vibe, and then you get the acoustic with lyrics that work really well together, that I don't know, just make you feel something completely different from those other two moods. You know what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah.
So, and I guess that's why like I respect Hippocampus and I love them so much because their lyrics, I mean, for some of their songs, well, I guess for a lot of their songs, like their lyrics and their sound work really well together. But if you separate those two, you get two completely different messages. And that's why I'm just like, every time I listen to their song, like I've listened to them for like several years, and every single time like I listen to their song, like even like their old stuff, I'm still blown away. I'm like, this is insane. Like music, like from like The Way It Goes to Bambi to Golden to Violet, like all this stuff is insane. And I don't know, just like the vibe that they're able to bring to like the musical perspective in a musical world, like they're able to I don't know. They're. It's I guess I wouldn't say they're up and coming because they've toured a lot, kind of, but they don't have like too much music out. But it's very. I really don't know how to explain. It's very inspirational, honestly, and it's really what they're actually one of the main reasons why I'm still like really heavy musically based or based in music, or like why I seek so much inspiration from music is because like they bring a different vibe and they bring a different turn to the table, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. That's the best type of music in my opinion. Like meaningful music, like with meaningful lyrics and all that, because it's really different. Like a lot of like the popular songs and popular music is more like just catchy rather than actual like good talent.
Rather than
stuff.
meaning, yeah. Like talent, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like a lot of mainstream music. Like, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. I don't like Drake that much. I will be completely, like, 1,000% honest. Like, he's a good artist. Like, he's a genius. Like, don't get me wrong. But, like, people, like, overplay his stuff, and it makes it, like, it gives that type of music a different, like, meaning, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Drake is trying to deliver a certain message that some people do get, but it's overplayed too much that people are just like completely blinded by the whole thing, you know?
Yeah, it's more like the viral sensation rather than the actual like song.
Exactly, yeah. So, and stuff like that. I don't know. Just like, especially like I don't like DJ Khaled. I think
DJ Khaled.
Fucking dude. Like I don't. Oh my god, I don't like his music. I mean, some of his music is good. Like
or Rihanna, I like.
Wait, which one? No, that's what Travis Scott, right?
No,
that's not even DJ Khaled. That's not even, holy shit! Okay, never mind.
No, he had one with Rihanna like not too long ago, and it was like the beat was really simple. It was more like just a guitar, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was really nice. But yeah, most of his songs are just like the same thing. It's just the goal is to like be mainstream, make money. That's all they care about.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just don't like that. I don't know. It's very. I guess I'm very like I'm very passionate about like the subject of music because it's been a part of my life for like a long time. Even though like I'm not one of those kids who grew up playing the drums or like grew up singing or playing guitar, but it's like a subject to where like I wrap my mind around it a lot. Like every day, like I wake up, I play a certain song. Like I can't just like sometimes I just like hit shuffle and then I'm like, okay, cool. But those are like rare occasions because every single time I wake up, I always have a certain mood or a certain song that I need to play to start my day, you know?
Yeah.
Like this morning I played Bambi and it's just like I'm not going to like sing it cuz it has like a weird like like okay, I did sing it, but it's like a cheerful like soothing vibe, and it's not like something like too heavy, but it's not too low, you know. It's like something that can like help you start your day. Yeah. And so that's what I don't know. I always wake up with different moods or different like thoughts, and so I need something like I need a sound to reflect that. You know?
To channel your emotions.
Yeah.
By the way, earlier I searched up what hippocampus meant.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew, but like, because you're talking about how they channel like two different emotions, like each song or like different stuff, and it's because hippocampus is literally the part of the brain that regulates your emotions. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's like when naming their band, that was like their whole purpose behind it.
It makes sense because I I did like a lot of research over this shit, like over especially this band because and I fucking love this band, but so they have their lead guitarist. He his name is Nathan Stoker. He does he lead guitar and vocals, and then their bass player Jake something. Fuck no, it's not Jake. God, I'm so stupid. What the fuck? Okay, they call him Espo. That's like his nickname. They both went to college for like a year. They went to like the University of like of fuck. I'm so stupid. I hate myself because I know this shit. But anyways, like they were a band at the time and they were like making music, but they weren't like big. You know, they were still like up and coming. So they would perform like their first EP called Bashful Creatures, or their reject EP called Tarzan. Like they would play those songs like, you know, at small venues. But the main thing was like, they were able like fuck, God damn it, like they just played stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And they just played music, and then Nathan Stoker came up with like the name Hippocampus whenever he saw the name, like the name, or like he saw it in a psychology book, and he thought that name, like the meaning of it, like actually reflected like the sound that they're trying to make, you know.
Yeah.
So which it makes a lot of sense. So like kind of how they started, like where they're at now with like the way they make their sound, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's them. That's Hippocampus. Definitely check them out. They're awesome.
That's cool because like for a second there, I thought you were gonna say like that he was like inspired by some like BS, like, oh, I like the name, let's make it like the name of the band, like without knowing what it meant or anything.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he like that was weird. Like, have you ever watched Parks and Rec?
No.
Fucking, there's this one guy. I forget what his name. I keep forgetting his name, but he has like a band, and he always makes some random shit up. He's like, oh, fucking motorboat. Oh shit, new name for a band, called it. And he like always changes his like his band name. So he's like, I think one of them was called like Mousetrap or something like that. I don't know. I haven't watched the show in a while, but so like it reminded me of like what you said. Like they just like thought like they thought something sounded cool, so they're like, oh, this is gonna be the name of the band, you know.
Like I don't know if you remember like Diaries of a Wimpy Kid, like Loaded Diaper.
Oh yeah.
Band.
Yeah.
And they didn't even like spell it right. It was like Loaded Dipper.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. I guess going back to like music or like instrumentation stuff, been really inspired mainly by Hippocampus, like especially the guitar player. He's definitely my favorite member of the band. The way he plays, it's very simple, or not. I mean, obviously it's not simple. Like I'm trying to learn some of the stuff, but it's very minimalistic to add a big like splat to their sound. Does that make any sense? Because like, okay, so I mean, okay, obviously like the viewers can't see this or the listeners can't see this, but you see how like my like tapestry has like these multiple colors, and there's the browns and like the blues and shit like that, and there's not that many dark blues compared to everything else, but it adds so much, you know what I mean?
So you're saying like they add like their own little signature.
Yeah, it has like, I mean, the way he plays, like it's so little or
minimal. Yeah,
it's minimal, but it adds so much to their songs, you know. I mean, there's some songs that it's like very like guitar like heavy, like Violet. It starts with the guitar, but it starts with the lead singer playing guitar, and then he comes in with like a higher pitch, like like it just like he just adds more. It's like there's Cake. And Cake is good by itself.
Yeah.
But he's like the frosting, and he adds that shit, and that makes the cake so much better, you know? That's like the best way I can describe it, rather than like the tapestry thing. That was a terrible like example, but yeah, I don't know. Like I've been really like inspired by him. So I mean, I'm slowly attempting to learn how to play guitar, but you know that's just me. You know, trying to get back into like learning music and stuff like that. Because I mean, I play drum set. Now I play drum set. I didn't play drum set like in high school because I didn't have one. But senior year I got one, and then I started learning like small things, and then I started like I didn't play because I was in drumline, and so I played like that's all I played was like the tenors, like the 4 drums and like the center drum. Like that's all I would play, and then now I don't have that. All I have is a drum set, so I learned like songs on drum set and stuff like that. So. But I don't know. Guitar is like a new challenge. It's completely different because I've never played guitar before, and it's like, I don't know, it's a good challenge, and I'm like down for it because hippocampus. Yeah,
because hippocampus.
Yeah.
Yeah, like learning new instruments is just so enlightening.
Mm-hmm.
Like just instruments in general. Like there's so much stuff to do and so much stuff to learn, and how they all like relate to one another, and how like if you know an instrument, you can build on top of that instrument by learning other instruments and all that, and adding the different techniques, and you can like create your own sounds.
Yeah,
I love that.
For sure,
that's like one of my favorite parts of music.
Oh yeah, dude, and just like learning something and just like getting it down, like that's so like that's like the biggest like accomplishment. Like for me, like I remember learning how to play this 4 mallet solo, and after I played it like through like, and I felt like I did well enough. I'm like, that I fucking did this, dude. You feel accomplished after like doing something like that, you know? Yeah. Like I don't know. To me, it's like, I guess I put that same passion in anything that I do, like taekwondo or architecture, like in projects. But I don't know, just like with music, it's a performance thing. It's like I mean, I don't really know how to like I guess describe it, because I mean, whenever I would play to perform, you know, in that kind of like area. But I think Colton's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. But
the short little Jew.
Yeah. But do you have anything else to add on?
Not really.
All right, cool. Well, I mean, there's definitely like a lot more that I kind of wanted to pick at, especially with music wise. But I mean, definitely like, there'll be like another episode, like I guess like continuation of not really like this conversation, but like of a different like subtopic of music. You know?
Yeah. So tonight we talked about like the emotions and all that deeper meaning and
like the passion behind music,
like the fulfilling stuff in everyday life that you get from music. So like next episode we can talk about I don't know, like your influences and like what you do with music.
Well, you know, all right, but cool, dude. Thanks for recording this episode with me. Yeah, that's going to be it for this episode of Kickin' With. Definitely stay tuned for next week. If you like this episode, like.
Yo, what up, baby?
God damn it. Fucking hell. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay, well, if you just heard that, we have an intercom system in our apartment complex, or in our apartment, so we can talk to each other in our rooms, and Colton just ruined the fucking podcast. I'm kidding, no. But, yeah, share, subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah,
I hear you giggling, bro.
Jesus, oh my God! Can you hit the button to like talk to them?
Yeah.
God damn it, dude! Tell them that we're recording a podcast.
Yo, bitch, we're recording a podcast.
Dude,
Shut
Jesus
the fuck
Christ.
up, you're ruining it. You're fucking ruining it, okay?
Okay, he's probably gonna say something, but yeah, stay tuned. Stay updated on
I
my.
understand you because you're Puerto Rican.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'll keep y'all updated on Instagram and Snapchat. Add me on Snapchat.
Yo, y'all being gay in there?
Oh my God! All right, that's gonna be it for this episode. Stay tuned next week. All right, peace out. Bye.